Chronic kidney disease, CKD, is a growing health concern in the United States, affecting almost 37 million people.
With 1 in 3 people at risk, current treatment strategies emphasize controlling risk factors such as diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease.
Recent studies suggest that adding specific probiotics to one's routine may be helpful in the approach of supporting kidney health.
Let's learn more.
About 20 years ago, when I was in my 40s, I got a report from my doctor with my annual blood work that my kidney numbers were off. So I was paying attention and trying to educate myself about this, and I kept an eye on it. I watched certain things that I knew were important, like salt intake and protein intake. Then over time, meeting with that doctor, my numbers took a serious decline. I was told that I had chronic kidney disease and I eventually would be on dialysis. In my mind, it was that quick a change because I didn't realize how serious the early signs were.
Dr. Richard J. Johnson is an emeritus professor of medicine at the University of Colorado and is board certified in internal medicine, infectious diseases, and kidney disease.
Chronic kidney disease consists of damage to the kidneys where the kidneys' function is impaired, and it has to be persistent for at least 3 months to be fully defined as chronic. The risk factors for chronic kidney disease include simple things like just being overweight and pre-diabetic. By the time you have end-stage kidney disease where you need dialysis, the most common risk factors are diabetes and high blood pressure. So the kidneys are important in cleaning the blood of wastes, toxins, and even excess fluid. Typically, the way we measure kidney function is by blood and urine tests. One of the tests is called the GFR, which measures how much the kidney's filtering. The BUN is a measure of blood urea, and it's basically a breakdown product of protein. And creatinine is actually a breakdown product from muscle protein. And if the kidneys aren't working very well, the creatinine is retained. And so you end up with a higher serum creatinine as the kidney function decreases. It's very common when the kidneys start to fail to have no symptoms. So it's important to know that kidney disease is often silent, and maybe as many as 90% of people who have kidney disease may not be aware they have it.
I changed doctors to geriatric internist because of my husband's health status. I wanted to have a doctor that we both had a relationship with, and I knew I was going to need to advocate for his health care. And it turned out to be good fortune for me because she paid more attention to my kidney health. And she brought it to my attention in a more serious way than my doctor in the earlier years had. And she offered a referral to a nephrologist, but said she wasn't concerned, that if I wanted to, I could. And so I took the referral. And he said kind of the same kind of thing, eventually you're going to be on dialysis. I don't have diabetes, I don't have high blood pressure. So I think that maybe that's why the doctors didn't quite know what to do to assist me. And I felt like I had to figure out what to do lifestyle-wise. I just couldn't believe there was nothing to be done to prevent progression.
Doctors have developed a scoring system that goes from stage 1, very, very early kidney disease, to stage 5, which is pretty much at the level that you'll end up starting dialysis. So the problem is that kidney disease tends to be irreversible. We can slow it down. We might be able to improve it a little bit, but with current therapies, we can't actually reverse chronic kidney disease.
My kidney lab numbers had declined, and creatinine is an issue, and uremic acid. And when I was looking for a solution to my chronic kidney disease, I started doing research online, and I discovered research about probiotics that support kidney health. And that just made good sense to me.
While we have many drugs that we can use to treat kidney disease, there's also the potential of supporting kidney health independently of treatment. There's been a big breakthrough in research in the last 20 years in which we've discovered that another very important component of health is what goes on in our gut. And our gut contains bacteria, and they actually work with us to keep us healthy. And they can be bad guys as well and help promote disease. When you have chronic kidney disease, you tend to have an unhealthy bacteria in your gut. That's been shown multiple times. The unhealthy bacteria are making things that are not helping the kidney. They're actually probably making the kidney worse. It was recognized that a lot of these products that are retained with kidney disease, like uric acid, urea, and creatinine, that there are actually some bacteria out there that can degrade that. Renadil is an exciting probiotic that looks like it has much promise to help kidney health, and it came out over 10 years ago.
Renadil contains 3 strains of naturally occurring bacteria that have been carefully screened and selected to modulate the gut microbiome and target, as well as break down specific toxins when introduced into the gut. These toxins are the same as those that build up due to kidney dysfunction. The probiotics in Renadil are able to consume these compounds, such as creatinine, urea, uric acid, indoxyl sulfate, lowering their concentration in the body and reducing the burden on the kidneys.
I learned about Renadil. It made sense to me to try it. I understood probiotics to not be harmful, no side effects that I had to be worried about, and a lot of benefit to be gained. It sounded great in the studies to me. Within a few months after that, my regular lab work was scheduled. Went in for my results, and it had improved. And I continued doing it, and the numbers continued to improve, or right now I'm really in a very stable place with them. I'm moving almost into normal range. I feel really good about it. I feel good about taking care of myself. I don't know, it's very empowering to feel like I can make a difference.
For more information on the subject discussed today, visit renadil.com. And as always, you can go to our website, thebalancingact.com.